Okay. I wanted to play like one song before we start. Can we do that? Could we do that on the phone or I mean let's see. But a noise gate is like weird though. Like when I go like this, okay. Anyways, just play tight down. Man, I am tired. Like really tired. Like I don't even think y'all can hear that. You know what? Let me go cut this out, man. Let's just get straight into it. Let's just get straight into it. Let's just get straight into it, man. Without further ado, you know what? I've been trying to switch up my lingo, man. Watching my podcast for this past two, now 3 years, I've seen myself talk thousands of times and I use the same lingo like over and over again. And I'm really trying to switch that up. Like I say, of course, a lot. I say no cap. I say no cap a lot. And I'm trying to change it. I really am trying to change it. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just get see, you guys understand, like, I taught myself how to do this. Like, I mean, I've always been a good conversation person and people could always have a conversation with me. But like the hosting thing, like I had to really I think that just comes from experience. Like you gotta do it and then you gotta like watch yourself do it and then kind of make little adjustments here and there. But one thing I've been trying to change is the lingo. So I'm sorry for those who watch me all the time, but like, dang, like there he goes again. I'm sorry about that. So I'm trying to change it up. But the thing is, I will tell you, like I said, I'm not like I'm really trying not to cuss on here as well. I feel like I've been trying to do that for a while now. I feel like I've gotten better at it. I feel like I have gotten better at it. Some podcasts you will see me cussing because it's just like more of like that's naturally how I talk sometimes. And sometimes when I'm trying to get a point across, like I use curse words. It's what it is. But the thing is, I'm not. I gotta be mindful of like all of my audience and like everyone that watches me because and then that too like as well. A lot of people, if you notice, I really don't smoke in my interviews. Like if you really looked at the past interviews I probably done, like you probably don't see me smoking. And that's for a reason because I was doing all these cool interviews and like I want to show my like my family members some of these interviews, and some of them, how it is like with aunts, uncles and whatnot, older elders, and they don't really enjoy like watching me smoke on camera, and I understand that, so I try not to do that either. So, but I'm not perfect because this is the real me, and of course, you're gonna catch me being myself a lot on here, and I don't try to hide anything too much on here, but I do try to be mindful of my audience and people, of my viewers. So, I'm trying to work on that. But without further ado, man, welcome back to another episode of the Real Me with Real podcast, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. It feels good to be back. It feels great to be back on the podcast. It's an amazing feeling for sure. Always doing these podcasts is great. Sometimes I need it, and I think that's what brought me here today. We are still actually in season 3, so we still have a couple more weeks left of season 3 until season 4 starts. I do have a big interview for you guys coming soon, so you guys gonna have to stay tuned for that. Of course, that being said, make sure you guys exit out this video and hit the subscribe button right now. And that being said, I want to give a special shout out, of course, to all my subscribers that are subscribed to this day. YouTube finally updated it where you can actually kind of see. I don't know if this makes sense, but like when you pull up on YouTube, like I can't see like all thousands of, sorry, I can't see all you guys like ads and like names because I don't know, but they updated it to where you can see some, and I don't know what I'm trying to get at, but the whole point is I got to actually kind of see a little more of the profiles and the accounts that are subscribed to my YouTube channel, and I love you guys, man. I want to say appreciate it, and of course, if you've been rocking with me since season 1, man, thank you, and of course, see there I go again. There I go again. Yeah, and if you are new to this channel, I am your host, Rel. A little background on this podcast. We started it about 2-3 years ago, inside of my house, and at this point, to this day, we have filmed at multiple locations, throughout Los Angeles and Hollywood, and yeah, to studios, to of course some episodes down there on Melrose as well. We done some cool stuff in warehouses, of course, barbershops. That's one of our newest sponsors, Sunny Hills Barbershop. We done episodes in there. And yeah, I pretty much bring you guys the most fire, genuine interviews out of LA. Of course, this is a Black-owned podcast, and this is not a media page. We do not gossip and talk about any drama or anything like that on here. It's mostly just having a good conversation, and that's pretty much it. What else, guys? Make sure you guys are getting yourself some merch. Summer is coming up, so I just want to reiterate that you guys can purchase shirts. For some reason, I've talked about this before. Like, I really don't really sell too many shirts for some reason, but people forget that I do sell shirts. For some reason, I sell nothing but sweaters and etc. But yeah, shirts are always available, guys. If you guys want some shirts, I'm working on a summer drop, so we can try to get some new apparel in there. Maybe some tank tops and some stuff for the women, like some gym apparel, bikinis. That's something that's been mentioned to me as well. I've been looking into. And yeah, so but just that being said, make sure you guys are tuned in at The Real Me Clothing. Of course, I'm gonna pop that up. And if not, you guys can go hit all these links in the description. And yeah, before we get into this episode today, make sure you guys are following me on Instagram at Jarrell. Of course, I'm pop my app. So of course again, you know what? Whatever. And yes, you guys can, you know what? It's not a bad word. Of course, it's not a bad word. It's an affirmative word. And you guys can follow me because my ad is, of course, gonna be popped up on the screen at Jarrell. So make sure you guys go follow me. And make sure you guys are following the podcast as well at The Real Me with Rail Podcast. Make sure you guys are that. With that being said, also as well, this podcast is brought to you by our very proud sponsor, Loud Logs. If you guys are anything like me and you guys love to smoke, you guys are definitely going to have to come check this out. So first things first, if you're ever trying to buy a box of Loud Logs, the easiest way to do that is to visit their website at loudlogs.com, where you can pick from multiple flavors. Each box contains 42 leaves and are all premium hand cut and washed, which gives you the cleanest smoked. That being said, some of my personal favorites are some of these right here that I brought with me today. Cherry Ice Pop. I love cherry ice pop. Good clean smoke, good flavor. Pina colada, also still one of my favorites. I love pina colada. Go fuck with them. Also Red Velvet. This is a special collab that we did with Wally the Sensei. You guys are definitely have to go check that out. So they have all types of flavors that you guys can choose from. They are literally the best wraps on the planet. And I'm not just saying that because they sponsor us, but you guys are definitely going to check them out. And of course, you guys can always go find the website and the link in the description. That being said, let's get back into the episode. Those who love to listen, of course, there is. I'm trying, guys. I'm really trying. Anyways, but Spotify and Apple Podcasts, you guys can always go check us out on there as well. If you guys love to listen to these episodes, you guys can listen while you guys are at work, in the car, and you're not trying to listen to your boss, whatever the case is. You guys can always go check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I'm trying to think what else. This video today is not sponsored by anyone specifically, so I don't think I'm going to be doing anything like that. But of course, but I'm just going to get through this. Loud Logs. Make sure you guys go grab yourself a pack of Loud Logs. Pack of 6, all hand washed. Must be 21 or older to purchase. Just want to make that clear. And yeah, I think that pretty much clears it for the announcements. You know what? Also, make sure you guys are in tune with the last interview that we gave you guys, which was with Asia. Beautiful episode. Just a little background on her. She is from Compton. She is a female artist that has done a lot of things in the music industry, and of course in the city of Los Angeles. Very successful in her lane, and we got to do an interview with her, I want to say about a month ago now. So make sure you guys go tune into that. And then before we did Low to Great, and we got a couple vlogs. So yeah, just make sure you guys go check out the latest content that we've been giving you. The last solo episode that I gave you guys about I think we talked about the one man versus like 100 group. Yeah. One gorilla versus 100 men. Almost said that backwards. We talked about that. That did pretty great. So make sure you guys go stream the last solo episode that we gave you guys. From what I'm seeing, you guys watch these episodes a little more from some of the interviews that I be doing. And I think I'm always just trying to like give you guys like what you guys want to see, and we working on a lot of big interviews right now. We don't want to say any names. We said them before, but I'm always trying to work on those interviews. But I do underestimate the power of just episodes with myself, because I do these every once in a while and then I forget how much you guys actually like these episodes. So today I think it's gonna be a cool one. I'm basically gonna be reacting to the Streamer University. So I feel like that's like the biggest thing going on right now. If you guys don't know, Kai Cenat, like the biggest streamer on the planet, he hosted through a Streamer University, where basically like all these, you had to apply, and if you were like a streamer or a content creator, and I think he only let like 100 people in or something like that, into the Streamer University, and he rented out this whole college campus and got all these streamers to come through, like famous ones, not so famous ones. And yeah, it's pretty viral right now, and I just thought you guys would want to see my opinion and reaction on the Streamer University and my thoughts on streaming. So a lot of people actually come up to me and they ask me, they're like, Jarrell, like, they'll be like, Rel, like, why don't you stream? Why don't you stream? And I think streaming is dope. Like, I really think streaming is cool. It's different. It's different than doing YouTube and like what I do. But a little similar, because we both do cameras and we're both like, in a sense, this is streaming right now. But I don't live stream. That's the thing. Like, it's just live. So mine's not live. It's always recorded and then put up later. So that's pretty much the difference between what I'm doing and what they're doing. Besides, they're mostly streaming is longer too as well. I don't know how long a typical stream is. I don't even have Twitch on my phone. I really only watch my boy Raul, and that's my boy from middle school. You guys can go check him out, Raw the Boy. I'm gonna pop up his at right here. He streams, and then I think some of his streams are about like 2-3 hours, which is pretty much sounds like the kind of like the average amount for a stream. They're kind of long, you know what I mean? But my opinions on it is it's cool. It's definitely taking over right now. It's definitely taking over. Like a lot of things, it's getting more popular as it keeps going, for sure. I think, my advice to anyone that wants to be a streamer, and I'm not a streamer, so, but I am a content creator, so I can comment on this situation. From what I've seen with the streaming thing, I think the biggest thing you have to really have is like personality with it, to be honest with you, because if you look at all these streamers that are like pretty big to this day, like Kai Cenat, Speed, Duke, Reggie, he's one of my favorites, and I don't know, but they all like are pretty funny people, and I think that's the most golden thing you could probably have. If you have some type of personality to you that you can make people laugh, I think you can make it in streaming. I think that's pretty much the golden thing. I mean, you could have connections, relationships with people. I think it's either that or just personality is one. I think that's the most important thing, and then just having relationships with different people. A lot of these streamers linked up with a lot of famous people, and then that kind of boosts their thing. It's almost the same thing as doing you. It's all content is almost the same, for the most part. Like, it's the same thing with me. You gotta have personality. You gotta be able to do stuff by yourself. Hence this episode, and you gotta be able to have connections with people and be around people that people know. That people can recognize and people like. So you gotta be able to have both. But I think what makes these streamers so like, I don't want to say special, but like, successful in their lane is their personality. They are really like funny people, like funny. And I think that's the biggest key on doing streaming is you have to have a personality. I see a lot of people stream, but they don't have a personality to you. And I personally, being realistically, I don't think you're going to grow as fast as you think if you don't have a personality to you. But like I said, not all the time, because I don't want to comment on it too much because I'm not a streamer. So there's people out there that do gaming and all types of other cool stuff, I bet, which is cool. But from what I've seen from the most successful streamers that I've seen, they all have something in common, which is personality. And yeah, I'm pretty much gonna do some random stuff. Like, I'm gonna screen record on my phone right now. Wait, hold on. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I just gotta be able to make sure I can sync this up. That's my boy Raw right here, actually. So I don't want to put like too long of a clips. So I'm gonna start with TikTok first. Yeah, we're gonna start with TikTok first. So yeah, as you see right here, look, there's DDG there. Duke, of course. I fuck with Duke Dennis. Like, he is such a vibe for sure. And like, bro, shorty go crazy for Duke Dennis. Like, I don't know what it is, but Duke reminds me of me. Like, I don't know, like when he's with shorties and girls and shit like that, like that's exactly how I am. Like, almost exactly the same. But yeah, there's something about him because girls just go crazy for Duke Dennis. Let's see who else they had. Jay Cinco. I'm not too much a big fan of Jay Cinco. I don't really watch his content. I mostly, when I see him, he's usually around like, you know, the other streamers, but he seems cool. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what else is there. Okay. And this is my fear, because like TikTok is just random. Look, they had yo, why is she bro? Oh my god, bro. And it looks like she's trying so hard. Anyways, I don't know who this is, but this is pretty funny right here. Who else? Of course, they had Bendadon. I fuck with him. He's pretty funny. He's pretty funny. Bendadon. He was teaching like, I think his class was. Like no.
Y'all have a good day. Is that the principal? Where you going? Hey.
I think the funniest part I think about Streamer University was Kai like having those keys, bro. Because why was bro rocking around with those keys? And DDG, he definitely was the highlight for sure. Okay, so these are like just clips. I'm trying to find like more. Oh, of course they had see, how many times did I say of course? Jesus. India Love. India Love was there. Okay, so if you guys don't know, India Love is a straight like baddie. Like, I don't know. I think she's from LA, and she was pretty much the highlight of the Streamer University too. Like DDG trying to get on that. She's fire though for sure. I definitely would love to have India Love on my podcast for sure. She's from out here from LA. So I think you guys could definitely see a podcast with me and India. I think at the right time, like that could definitely be possible. Cause she's pretty tapped in with the community. You know what I mean? Like I've seen her around like Blue Bugs and a lot of LA known people. So I think once, you know, we get big enough on the podcast, like that for sure can be something definitely that we can maybe see on the podcast. India Love. But yeah, shout out India Love. Let's see what else. Oh, they had a funny mic. Funny mic, cool. He's a comedian. I don't think he's necessarily a streamer. I think, bro, I don't really know anymore, bro. They also had, what's his face? Deshae. Deshae Frost was on there as well. And see, Deshae, he's been making YouTube. He's been on YouTube forever, like super long. You know what I mean? But some of these streamers are not even really doing YouTube anymore. They're just now streaming. Yeah, because once you get big enough, it really doesn't, like once we get big enough to a certain point, and a lot of people ask me like, oh yeah, Jarrell, you should have applied. And I'm not gonna lie, like when I first heard of it, I was like, I'm not a streamer, you know what I mean? Like I don't think they're gonna want to like have me on. Like if they did consider me, I don't stream, so I don't, you know, that's why I was like, man, they're probably not gonna want to. But you know what? That was just an excuse, to be honest, because I could have applied because I am a content creator and I do put out content. I might not be in like live streaming, but it is content that's put up and edited later. And yeah, I low-key regret not applying to Streamer University because I feel like if I was there, I would have made the most of that. And if I'm being real with you guys, I don't have Twitch, but I do have YouTube, of course, at the Real Me with Real podcast. That means, of course, I keep saying of course, but that being said, make sure you guys are subscribed to me. But back to what I was saying, you actually are able to stream on YouTube. And I've never done it before, so I don't really know how that would look, but who cares? If I was at that Streamer University, I feel like everybody would watch that because I would let everybody know that I'm going to pull up. And yeah, I would have made the most of that. I definitely would have vlogged. I would have brought out like DJ or like one of my other cameramans, and we could have vlogged, or Leah or something, and we could have vlogged that whole thing and then put it up later. We could have, I don't know if I would have had time to get an interview in with them, like maybe a short one, like maybe like, I don't know, because it basically was like this, you know, college campus, but there was like rules, I think, like you had to be in by a certain time, but they didn't give a, like, I don't know if you guys actually watched it, they broke out and went to the bar and got in trouble in there. And I would have done the same thing. If just think if Cooking with Kaya was like walking down the hallway and you know, you're like, oh, where you guys going? Oh yeah, we about to pull up to this bar. And then you look over to your left, India Love is right there. I'm pulling up. And then DDG and all those other guys. You know what I mean? Let's see. So yeah, it was fun. But yeah, I should have applied. I felt like it would have been great. If there is another one, I will apply. I promise I really will. Because yeah, that Streamer University looked really fun. Okay, let's see. Look, it's another
If
clip.
you don't love yourself as you are, and you try to, like, if you don't love yourself, getting into a relationship is just going to be terrible, because you are going to feel like you have to try to have the other person validate you when you should be validating yourself. So I really, thank you. If you don't
Okay,
love
so I'm gonna comment on this clip. I think she's valid for that, for sure. I always talk about once again, sorry guys, I like partied really hard last weekend for Memorial Day weekend, and I was sick for the past 2 days, so I barely feel better today. Thank God. Shout out Vix. That was my best friend this past 2-3 days. Went to the beach and I went to the club. It was like a bunch of stuff. And yeah, okay, let's go back to the clip. India Love, she is right. You always do gotta love yourself. Take care of yourself, love yourself. You cannot be in a relationship if you can't expect someone to love you if you don't know how to properly love yourself. So, but would I take advice from India? Probably not. Moving on. Let's see what else. Who else was that? Who else was at the stream? Oh, Agent. Yeah. I think Agent was pretty cool because let me see if I could find more like clips of Agent.
These niggas think this shit like 20K. Am I right?
Kai is such a meme, bro. I swear everything he does. Yeah, look, DDG was really respected, bro. I respect the content creators, man, for sure. Well, the ones that keep it going, you know what I mean? And DDG, he's been doing YouTube for a while, and now he's, crushing it on the streamer thing. I'm trying to think. Bro, cooking with Kaya. Man, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I am really a flirt for real. And like, but the thing is, like, I don't like, and now everyone's saying, like, I don't like to have, if that's someone's ball, that if everyone is trying to get on that ball, like, I don't want to be on it. I don't like things that everyone's trying to be on. So that's the thing. Like, I was thinking, no, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I was thinking, I'm like, okay, if I was at Stream University, like, obviously, shoot. That's the thing. So like, it's all about opportunities. I'm a very opportunist. I don't know, but I'm very, I believe in opportunity. I believe in those who grab it and don't. There's two types of people on this earth: people that grab at opportunities and the people that don't. I'm trying to sound cool, but whatever. All I'm saying is, like, I really believe in that. And I was thinking, like, okay, if I was at Streamer University, like, how would I talk to India Love? You gotta think, like, there's like 1,000 dudes, not 1,000, but like every guy in there is thinking the same thing that you are, but you gotta find a way to like stand out, but without being too pushy. You know what I mean? And I thought it out. I mean, like, if I was on campus, bro, it's because like, and then another thing is such a burn because like there's cameras on 24. So just think if you like pull up on Cooking with Kaya and then you get like curved, it's on camera. It's on her stream. It's on the Kai stream. But it's like, I mean, good publicity, you know what I mean? But that's embarrassing as hell. Like, imagine if I like, let's say they're just like, you know what, fuck my podcast, and like they know me as the guy that got curved by Cooking with Kai. That would be crazy. Yeah, I don't know where I was really going with this, but I probably definitely would try to say what's up for sure, but on like a slight way. Like, I would try to catch her like when there's not so much going on. But from this Stream University thing, it was just nothing but viral moments. I'm gonna hop on YouTube now. Oh shoot, my screen recorded ended. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to. Okay, we're gonna start it again. My bad, guys. I'm trying to like make this clear for you guys can see on my phone. All right, now. Okay, we're back on. Okay, now we're on YouTube. So let's go to Stream University. Okay. Let's see what else. This is best. So I was thinking about playing this one, but the clips are like way too long. See that? I'm telling you, this shit was lit, bro. Like, they had, I think this is where Duke was like teaching like PE or something like that.
Fuck.
Bro. Dang, I didn't see this.
Yo, this your Ray? What? It's not me. It's
Oh, that's actually, so if you guys, let me pause this. That's, the guy in the white is Speeds. That's so cool. Like, man, if there's one thing about me is like, I try to put my friends on for real. Like, I think that's something I definitely try to do, you know what I mean? But I think it's super dope when like I see like a famous person or successful person and they like, they get their little brother or like someone else, you know, into it. And this, basically what I'm saying, that's Speed, of course, like one of the other biggest, he was like the only one that wasn't there. Yeah, I don't think Speed was there, but that's Speed's brother, the one in the white, and then the other one's Rakai. Someone told me the other day that I looked like Rakai, which is ridiculous. I just want to put that out there. Okay, so this is like, I think when they went to like that bar.
Whoever got the mic, and whoever had the mic before her, my ball. Hey, bro, jump ball, nigga, they ain't jump ball, nigga. Jump ball, tip off, nigga. Miami. Look at ball.
Yo, is that what's it is? No way. I thought that was. Okay, I don't know who's before. See, okay, can someone tell me who the Hershey? You guys see her right there in the black? So she was viral too. This girl right here, Wendy Ortiz. You know what's crazy, bro? Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I messed with a girl named Wendy Ortiz before. Like, that exact name. Okay, look. Wendy Ortiz. Look, see? That's the one I messed with on top. But, like, this is... Okay, look. Who the... She was going, like, viral, bro. See, Kyle with those keys. He's hilarious. Do you guys know who this is? Wendy? I don't know who Wendy Ortiz is. Like, until the stream thing. But why is she so, like, important? She's with DDG and all them. Okay, so she's like streamer girl, obviously. Okay, but sorry, that's just like a side note. But if you guys can like tune me in or like let me know, because she was viral like the whole streaming university, but I just never have heard of her. She seems cool. Is she from out here? I don't know. Okay, let's go back. Oh yeah, this is hard. Oh, DDG.
He's where that material? Give me the
How y'all got it?
man. I can't stand Duke.
Okay, so we all know guys like DDG that play defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, me personally, if I was there, I would have ended that whole DDG thing. Like, he got away with way too much. Like, way too much. But that's the thing, though. Shorties, when shorties rock with you, like, you could. But I feel like people completely forgot that he has a whole kid and baby mama. But when you're that nigga, it don't even matter. It don't even matter. It don't even matter, bro. Like he literally is like actively has a restraining order on him. And I'm not trying to talk bad about DDG for real. And I really resent the fact that baby mamas do that to the baby daddies. Like, I really, it's messed up that they be keeping the kids away from their dad. But it's just crazy how he got all that going on and he's out there getting lit. Funny Mike. Like, they was sending it. They had to be the funniest nigga on stream. Bro, it was turned, dude. Okay, so look, this is like, so I guess like Kai like finds out like
Cut you in the truck.
that like everyone like tipped the ball.
Come on, get it. Go on. We ain't playing no games. Sirens on the whole time.
My thing, what I was thinking out when I was watching this was like, why is Kai Like, why is Kai in the back of a police car? That's so. I'm gonna just put this right now. Like, sadly, I have been in the back of a police car one too many times. Way too many times. And it is the most uncomfortable, I think, car in the world. It is literally like all plastic back there. Anyways, let's just get back to the clip. Nah, but this thing was dope, man. Like, shout out Kai Cenat for doing this, bro. For real. Like, it was pretty dope. Like, it's all free. They gave people like phones. Like, if you guys can see like the that phone that's in her hand or whatever. Yeah, they gave everybody. Our T-Mobile gave everyone like a streaming phone thing for they're able to stream. Like, if you don't have a camera, it was really cool. Like, that push. I hope, and it did a lot for a lot of people for sure. You know. And if you did not, I don't want to hear nothing about you not utilizing that moment for sure. Like, I feel like a lot of people, I've been seeing a lot of things on TikTok that there were streamers there that, I don't know, got overwhelmed or whatever they're saying and couldn't make content. Dude, you're literally stuck in a building with like some of the most famous content creators for a whole weekend. You could find something to do with them. Like, and if you're not built for that, then shit, man, let me know. I'll pull up for you. Because there is no excuse that you shouldn't be able to make content with Kai, Duke, or whoever. They were all there. Like, think about that. You guys, you don't got like, oh, where are they gonna be at? They're literally all on the same campus, and they can't leave. Well, they left, but yeah.
Hey, you threw this shit, right? Yes. You're the asshole who threw this shit? Yes. Because I wanted to make you proud, and you've done such a great thing here. I thought we was bros. We are bros. We are bros. I'll see you tomorrow. What do you mean? I'll see you in my office, nigga. What? In my office. In my office. No, you cannot. I'm sorry.
Kai's hilarious. Okay, let's skip. See, he basically shuts it down. What else is there? I'm trying to think.
Bro, you violated this.
My question was like, did Kai really expel people though?
9, 10.
That was awkward.
Thank you so time.
Oh my god, that was like really cringy to watch. Am I done? Okay, let me just stop recording. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I turned it off. I could try to find some better clips to show y'all. Oh, Ray. Yeah, of course Ray was there. My favorite streamers gotta be my favorite streamer gotta be like, the things I don't watch streamers. That's the thing. I don't really like. I'm pretty much like you guys. I just scroll through YouTube. I'll be watching their stuff. Gotta be Reggie. I think Reggie is hilarious, dude. I'm trying to think. Like, what else am I missing, bro? Can we hop back on TikTok? You know what? We're gonna. All right. And go. Okay. What we got here?
I told you I don't interact with anybody that I know on campus.
Oh, you know who they should have had there? Drewski. I wasn't Drewski. He's probably busy doing something else. Drewski is hilarious. But I just bring that up because if you guys see this girl right here in the middle,
I can get expelled for this. I can get in
I think her
trouble
name's
for
Nina.
this. So I'm
She was on Drewski's Could Have Been Love. That was pretty funny too as well. He had like a show, Drewski. Shout out him. He's pretty funny. Not pretty funny. He is hilarious. He had a show called like Could Have Been Love where he had like all these girls compete for like $50K. Yeah. It was like a reality TV show and it was pretty hilarious. Ray is cool. I feel like he's genuine and I feel like him and Kai's relationship, and it's super dope to see that. Like I think I'm just a fan of anyone that just brings somebody up. Like, and if you guys don't know, Kai Cenat, I think he met Ray in like Taiwan or something, like on the street, and then brought him to I'm almost at LA, but brought him to the United States and then turned him into a streamer. I think that's dope. I don't personally watch his content.
next. Come on in. God damn.
Oh yeah, that's Fee's brother right here.
Come on, bro. Give me a hug. Now listen, Jamal. What up? I really believe in you in this shit. Okay, I know you can go crazy. Jamal, spark that shit and go crazy. Hey, do Eddie Dubs. You know who I'm calling. You know I'm gonna call.
No matter.
Okay, see now I'm just doing like off topic.
How you doing?
Why are we stopping?
Nah, I was just.
Come on.
Nah, I'm moving. Moving.
All right. Keep it moving.
Go take your keys. Go.
Oh man, Agent. Yeah, let's see if we can find Agent. Agent.
Everybody, get down and sweep.
Good chat.
Let me see. Oh yeah, this was pretty cool to watch too.
New McCrispy strips are made for dip. Strip.
So
dip,
Agent
strip, dip. You get me?
isn't really a streamer that I watch, but so they basically had this thing where like they had professors teaching classes. I think it was like DDG, Duke, Agent. And some other people. But the cool thing I liked about Agent's clips where he was talking about making revenue through content creation. And I thought it was just pretty dope to like hear like how much he was netting a month. And you know,
So we're gonna do some
me see if I can find
exercises
it.
to help you guys get right, so that everybody can become a professional pocket watcher.
Yeah, it's called pocket watching.
My pockets look like, so you could better watch other people's pockets. Okay? Only reason I'm really showing this is because like, as you make more money, there's some people that actually just pocket the difference.
Damn,
But
250,000.
I'm a content creator. I've been a content creator since I was 12. I like to be able to do cool shit. So you
I was on. Let me screen record. All right. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
segments that you do. Anytime
So
you
we
need
was
to rent
watching
something, buy something, move something, transport something, flights you're booking
Agents
for people, the
class.
team that you have. The
So yeah, they basically had a bunch of professors at the Stream University teaching certain things. And I think the coolest one was Agent because he actually got to talk about it was called pocket watching, but he basically broke down like how to make revenue and how much money he's incoming or netting a month through ads and stuff. And that's something really big that I talk about on the podcast because a lot of people, this whole podcasting has been a journey since day one. I love to say that we have made so much progress, man. Like let's bring it back to our podcast for a second. We've made so much progress. Like we started from zero everything to having thousands of videos, literally, and hundreds of interviews and viewers and whatnot. You know what I mean? But the biggest thing that we're basically haven't got yet is monetization. And this was really cool because he explains how monetization works, and we are very close to being monetized, so it was pretty cool.
That's not that high lift. That's not that high production.
Yeah.
This is what the revenue looked like for January on Twitch. You could tell it's a marathon because I had 300-hour stream. I really want y'all to focus in on this though. This is why I'm saying ads are really underrated. Do you see this purple section here? Those are ads. If I remove the ads, my budget is eviscerated.
So I'm saying it's underrated because it's the main way I get to do cool stuff. It also helps convert subscribers.
127,000, bro.
If there's lots of ads, but
And I think
wouldn't
this is, they do
recommend that because the
a
main
month,
priority
so
for
this got to be in a
small streamers
month.
is discovery. As you grow, I would recommend it more and more. But I really truly
Yeah,
believe
see,
it,
that's
bro.
the
Like without
that's the
ads,
goal
and you
right
can
there.
see this split here, I pulled it up on
127,000 a
purpose.
month.
Like
I be
on
trying
an
to tell people
average
like,
day,
bro, when we are
in January, this is
when we are monetized, bro, like I think the so fresh, bro. Like I feel like people really don't believe me. Like this is really how you get paid. Like people be like, oh, what's the difference between me and DDG? He's monetized, but once I'm monetized, there's not gonna be a difference. His content gets paid the same way my content gets paid. That's basically we're all, once you get monetized on a platform, you're no different from anybody else because you basically are eligible to make the money that they're making as well. Obviously, if someone has millions of views and you don't, they're gonna make more money than you. But that doesn't mean you can't. And that's why I push monetization and I talk about it so much because it is gonna be a big difference for the podcast once we are monetized. And we are a couple $100 away from that. And with these interviews that we got lined up for you guys, this year we're going to be monetized for sure.
marathon, so I was live the whole day. Keep in mind, there's ads playing the entire day, $4,000. And that's a bad day. Because if this was done in December, that's gonna be $20,000, $25,000. In the months where you are buying more, advertisers are spending more. Black Fridays, Thanksgivings, Christmases, that season hits hard. Summertime, people going on vacation. So this was Twitch, and this is what YouTube looked like in a little bit more of an optimized month.
Look, this is YouTube right here. 80
And keep in mind, like,
bands.
these are just clips from the stream, bro. So if we take a look, also I nailed it on brand deals. We had a lot of mega brand deals that month. And so the overall revenue was fantastic. Even though we
Dude,
spent
pause that. Brand deals. 300,000. 300,000 on brand deals. Let me make sure this is still screen recording. Okay, yeah. 300,000 on brand deals. Wow. And that being said, shout out the deals that I have right now, of course. Loud Logs, Wavy Bar, Sunny Hills Barbershop, and of course the studios. Wow. Yeah, this is crazy.
500,000, we still made money. You get what I'm saying? So I spent 500, but I made 800. So that's a winner for us. You want to win more than you lose, because that's how you stay in business. But if you lose, it's not the end of the world. And I really want to say, like, now you have 282,000. What's your next big idea? You get what I'm saying? That's what money does. Like, what's your next big idea? Like Streamer University, boom. Like, you guys all, I imagine, are creatives. Like, you have good ideas in your notes, in your textbooks, in your phone. Like, that's what helps make it happen. But it's not, but I also don't think you spend 100% of it on that, though. That's why Webull is sponsoring this right here. Because you should also invest it. Whatever avenue you choose to do it in. It could be real estate. It could be investing in.
And let me just pause this for a second too. I want to comment on this. And this is another thing too. I don't think people really understand about YouTube or content creating. It like what he's basically trying to say is like, what's your next idea? And like, I have my own lane. You know, this is a podcast. You know, this isn't too much of a. We're putting out content, but it's different. You know, you guys never see me do no pranks or nothing like that, or, you know, nothing too crazy. But, you know, we're willing to film stuff, but it's like the premise of it is a podcast and a film kind of like vlog. I don't know how to explain it. I don't like to put limits on my content, but the point I'm trying to get at is YouTube is hard. You know, content creating is hard. You know, he's really explaining to you, like, you have to, you know, think about these streamers and these vloggers is they're doing all types of stuff, man, that costs, as he's saying, a lot of money. Or you gotta have different. You gotta be original. You gotta have ideas. You gotta be like more like. I think honestly, content creating in general is like really tough. But doing content like him and Speed and Kai, like having to constantly come up with new ideas and be out there and be funny is really tough. And I think that's like one of the biggest things people don't understand about YouTube. I see a lot of people that talk to me and be like, "Yeah, I want to do YouTube. I want to do this," but you gotta really know what you're signing up for. I'm dope. I'm really funny too and everything like that. And like a lot of people say I'm funny. But you know, I don't think I'm really cut out to be a streamer, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, I think there's gonna be a point to where we're at that the stuff that we're doing can be streamed, but I don't, you know, these people right here, like the energy, the amount of energy you have to keep up with that, I don't think I have it, to be honest. At least to be able to have it all the time, you know. And that's why you see a lot of big content creators that did YouTube, they stopped. Like, I think Nelk Boys is like one of the kind of like, I mean, they're kind of getting back into it, but if you look at Nelk Boys, You know, they've been doing content for so long. Successful as if success looks like content creation, it's Nelk Boys like that, and they're crazy, right? But why do you see them doing podcasts and why do you see them doing other stuff? Because the energy and time that you have to take to get drunk all the time and do pranks and go crazy, it's a lot. It's very draining for sure.
Stocks, it could be in whatever you
yeah.
feel comfortable in. Get informed. If you need a great trading platform, Webull is your platform. So this is the Pocket Watch.
See, that's what we need is ads. But I think I'm gonna low-key cut it here. I think that's pretty much that's pretty much what I wanted to go over. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Me reacting to Stream University. I gave my own opinions and I got to do little reactions in front of you guys. But yeah, I think Streamer University was dope. If they do it again, I definitely want to be a part of it. I'm gonna apply, like no excuses, and I will make that work. So Kai, if you do another Streaming University, I'm definitely gonna apply. But let me know if you guys rock with this video, how you guys are rocking with it. If you guys want more videos like this, I've never done a reaction type of video where I'm watching something, so hopefully this does good. And if it does, I will bring you guys another episode. But I just want to say I love you guys. I love you, the Real Mew fam. Stay tuned. I have a really big interview for you guys dropping really, really soon. So make sure you guys are in tune with all the podcasts and vlogs that we're giving you guys. Go run up all my videos, man. Asia, go show love. If you haven't watched that, go watch that interview. Low the Great, True Car, Nephew Milo, Desto Dub, whoever it is, go watch those interviews. Go watch the episodes. They're great. So make sure you guys are in tune with everything that's going on. Make sure you guys are following me. Of course, you guys can follow the podcast. Of course, again, follow the podcast at The Real Mew with Rel. And if not, if you guys are trying to, this is summer's coming up, so I'm starting to get those DMs again, like, oh, let's do this, let's do that. I'm gonna say it again. Make sure you guys are DMing my assistant Ariana. You guys can go text her if you guys want to do a collab or do a content creation. If you're a brand out there, we also are looking for a cannabis sponsor right now. So if you guys know any information on that, or you are that, you guys can feel free to DM me or my assistant. But until then, I'm gonna see you on the next episode. For real.